What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I had someone in my Instagram DMs. They DM'd me their video, and I'm going to record it here, what I tell them and how I get them from where they are to where they want to be, which is a way more effective player. And at the end of this, I'm going to give them an effectiveness score. So make sure you stay around to the end. If you guys are a left winger, this is going to be the video for you. Also, if you're a coach that needs help with their team, getting them organized, if you have video of your team and you need to get them organized, hit the link below. I have two links below. My group on Instagram, click that link if you want to get in my group on Instagram where I do these video breakdowns every single week. And if you're a coach that needs me to help your team or a player that needs me to help you, click the link below to get coaching from me online. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So specifically, what are we looking at today? Today we are looking at starting position number one. He is a left winger, so we're going to be looking at his starting position today. Next, we need to be looking at the spacing and his movement when the team is in possession, as well as when the team is out of possession and he is on the defense. Lastly, we're going to be looking for effectiveness, and I'm going to give him a score out of 100 at the end, based on how effective he was in the game. And if you remember from my other previous videos, effectiveness is effort times efficiency. Okay, that is how you are effective. If you work hard, but you do it in an efficient manner, then you are effective. So we're gonna see how he does here in his game video right now. Let's get into the video. All right, so Abdullah has just come on the pitch. He is number 14 over here on the left wing for the red team. So let's see. My main thing right here, as a left winger, you should, as a left winger, be in this position right here. You should be in here. You see him coming up. He is coming up, but you got to be in here. For a ball in here, here. Now we can run at them. Maybe an overlapping run from another player. But this is where you need to be right here. You don't want to be, you want to be behind the play, but you don't want to be too far behind the play like you are here. You got to get up. One thing I can say from watching this video is he has a good understanding of his defensive responsibilities. As you can see here, he is a good distance away. As the ball gets rolled here, he has enough space to get in there and make a great tackle. So let's see how he does here. There you go. And quick tip, defensively, quick tip, do not tackle with your right foot here. If you're on the left side, you want to tackle with the left foot. You know, obviously there's nuance to everything, but typically you want to tackle coming this way with your left foot, so that if you win the ball, it stays in bounds and we can go and score a goal. However, you do a great job of getting there. He does a great job of getting there, but it's just that tackle there. You're facing away from goal. Bringing your left foot and tackling them that way is the only thing I would say about that. But again, if you look back here, he did a great job. That spacing is beautiful. This is perfect amount of spacing. Right here, as the ball travels, you can get there in time of the ball and make a tackle. He does an amazing job. A plus right there. Again, I'm not huge on, inverted wingers and all that stuff. You can do that if you would like, but my main thing here is I don't like wasted space. You have a lot of space in here. Look at that space, a lot of space. Now, you could argue that the center attacking mid, the center defensive mid could come in there, but what you're going to see here in a second is Abdullah, who I'm doing the video for, should probably be in here, because as the ball comes in here, he will have enough time to get to the back post, but he's a little bit too high too early. If we lose the ball here, then we are running back for our dear lives. And so I would say right here, the best place for you to be would be in this area right here. So if we get the ball and we look to switch, if this player gets the ball here, you could take 3 steps back and still get the ball and then play it out wide. Otherwise, the main thing here is be behind the ball. If the ball is here, if this is the line of the ball, you want to be behind it. If you're an outside, if you're an outside mid, outside back, you definitely want to be behind the ball. You don't want to be too high too early here, which you are. So that's the only thing I would cheer up there. Let's watch this clip. You'll see that he's a little bit too high. We lose the ball, and you're a little bit too high for my liking. A better position for you would be if you were right here when the throw was taken. As the ball comes forward, you will be coming up in here. And if he does get the cross in, you can get to the back post in time. But it's all about that timing, that spacing. And so I would say offensively, it's a little bit more obvious that you need a little bit more work offensive positioning as opposed to defensive positioning. I think you have a really good understanding and grasp of that. So every single player watching this video, if you're an outside mid or even any position really other than goalkeeper possibly, you need to pay attention to his spacing right here. He has done a great job. Look at the spacing here between here, and there's actually a player right here as well. He is perfectly equidistant from all of those players. So if the ball were to come here, he can get out there in time. If the ball were to come here and he had to, he could put pressure there. And if the ball tries to go over his head, he can get back in time. This is perfect positioning. I see a lot of players on a Saturday or Sunday standing right here on the player, and that is not what you want to do. You will get found out at some level, and he does a great job here. So again, the defensive mindset is very, very good. And here you can see even better the positioning and the spacing. Spacing here, spacing here, spacing here. Perfect. Very, very well done. And I applaud that. And you see what happens here. They try to play it over his head, but he's there. Perfect timing. Now, this is where I have a problem. You see the night and day. You see the sun and you see the moon here with Abdullah, because he's in a good spot there to win the header. Now, what should have happened here is this center defense or this center mid right here should take 2 steps back when the ball is in the air. You should take 2 steps back, because if the ball comes down here, he can put pressure coming forward, and if the ball goes up and over, he can win the header there. But Abdullah has to be that guy now. So we have 2 people doing one job, and what we should be doing is Abdullah should be starting his way out here. So when the ball comes down, boom, we play out here and we get after him. Now, you'll see how this plays out here in a second. See, the ball comes down, and now we have nowhere to play the ball. Whereas if Abdullah was right here, the ball could have been brought down and played out to him. All of this has to happen in quick succession, and it didn't. It is what it is, but this is when you learn. This is how you improve: watching the video, understanding the video, holding yourself to a high standard, which is what we're doing, okay? And we give the ball away there. But we work hard to get the ball back. Make sure as well, you're always goal side of the player. At this point, it's not even worth going into the tackle. It's not even worth going into the tackle. You should come on this side of him, let him get the ball, and then press. Okay, little things make a big difference, because what happens is this guy actually gets out of pressure somewhat cleverly. He wins the ball, and now you're behind him. He has the ball, and now you're outside of him. And now he wins the ball, and he beats you guys again. And you're on the wrong side again. You should be on this side of him, making him play backwards. Simplify the game. Simplify the game. Sometimes you can't outwork a bad decision, okay? So all I would say is be on this side of him. Leave the ball. Don't worry about the ball. Just come on this side of the field. Come on this side of him. Leave the ball. Come this side of him. If you are an outside mid, an outside back, honestly, any attacking player whatsoever, watch this part right here. Abdullah does a great job here. We lose the ball there at the back. Luckily, we get out of it. And I want you to just pay attention. This is a great ball from number 18. But you watch Abdullah right here. Watch this run, okay? Watch this run from him. This is what it takes, guys. This is what it takes to be a great outside mid. Great ball in behind. That is a great ball. That is a great run. But you see Abdullah here at the bottom of your screen, making the run into the box, getting on the inside shoulder. If we did get a good cross here, he would be in a dangerous position, and he almost gets it. The run there is the hard work that it takes to score goals. It's the hard work that it takes to be a good attacking player. And a lot of you players don't want to do it. You want to jog up and you want to jog back, but you have to get it in your brain that an outside mid has to get into that back post. You have to get into that back post. And if you do that, you will score goals or you will get more assists. It is that simple. You have to work harder offensively as well. I wanna show this clip because I want to give Abdullah praise and shout out. Watch this little goal. He does a great job of getting away from his marker. The ball comes in and he scores a great header right there. Great header, Abdullah. Now, what I want to say about this is at the end of this video, in about 2 minutes, I'm gonna give him an effectiveness score. If you want to get your effectiveness score up, guess what? Score a goal, okay? Very, very simple, score a goal. Now, if you've had a bad game, you've missed passes, you haven't gotten the ball much, you haven't done this, you haven't done that, what you need to do is work your butt off to score a goal. Because if you score a goal, your effectiveness goes up, obviously, because you show up on the scoreboard. If you show up on the scoreboard, you have affected the game, whether that be an own goal, whether that be an assist or a goal. Get on the scoreboard, and that's exactly what he's done here. Great job. Kudos to you. So first and foremost, thank you, Abdullah, for sending in the video. If you guys want to get this same video, I'll send it to you via email. If you want the same video, click the link below. Make sure you guys send me the video link, fill out the application, and I will send you guys a full breakdown just like this and give you an effectiveness score, plus things you need to work on, which I'm going to do for Abdullah right here. His effectiveness score today was 62 out of 100. And you might be saying, Abdullah, like, that's not very good, this, that, and the other. But what you need to understand is that he did an amazing job in certain areas. And I'm going to go through that right here. I'm going to give you what he did well, and I'm going to show you what he needs to work on as well. So first thing is where he did really well was his defensive positioning. Now, he has a great understanding of the defensive side of the game, and he's typically in a good position that helps his center back when it comes to adding cover to the defense, right? He did a great job. Now, some of the things he needs to work on is his fitness. Like I said, that one run he did got him in a great position. Now, what he needs to do is he needs to work on that same run hundreds and hundreds of times over the next year, okay? So he needs to focus on getting stronger by doing more box-to-box runs, repeated sprints, and getting that fitness in. Because if he does that more often, he will be a better winger, period. Now, the other thing is his spacing and positioning when they are on the ball, right? So analyze your games, Abdullah, and the more you look at them and the more you look through them, through the lens of where should I be? Where is the space and can I get into that space? If the space is on the other side of the field, that's not your job. But if the space is nearby where your position is, then that's where you need to be, and you need to look at it in that sense, okay? So your spacing and positioning has to be on point, and the way that you do that is you go through the game, just like I've gone through the game here with you. Where is the space that will help you receive and get on the ball more? You did not touch the ball enough for you to have a high effectiveness score, right? Defensively, you were on point and you got the goal, but I would have liked to see you get on the ball more in possession or in the attacking half and do things that were effective. But otherwise, very, very good. Very, very impressed. And with that said, get double the results in half the time. If you're a coach or a player, make sure you guys click the link below, and I'm going to analyze your video for free, whether it's a team video or an individual video, whether you're a player or coach and you need help. Just fill out the application below and I will send you guys a video similar to this based on your team, based on your game. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys join me in my broadcast channel on Instagram. All the links are below. I'll see you guys very soon.